Today's lesson is called Scientists Get First Ever Picture of Black Hole. Hi everyone, my name is Jeff.
I'm Roger, and today we're talking about astronomy. You know, all about the stars and the universe and stuff like that. I suppose it also has to do a little bit with physics. And, of course, maybe you've heard what a black hole is. Sometimes it's referred to as a black sun. But basically, this is a phenomenon in astronomy in which, my goodness, it's a place that's just full of nothing but gravity. A star totally collapsed on itself, and everything gets sucked in there, even light.
Yes, black holes. I could talk about them all day long. They're extremely interesting things found in the night sky. But here's the thing. You can't see black holes. They're out there. They're in space. But the gravity around a black hole is so strong that not even light can escape that gravity, okay? So you can't really ever see a black hole because for you to see something, a photon, a piece of light has to hit that thing, reflect off it, and then hit your eye. Or there has to be electromagnetic radiation in the form of light formed by that thing, and that light has to come to your eye and you have to see it. So yes, these things are in the night sky, but can you see a black hole? No, it's kind of impossible. So this is really interesting. How is it that these scientists got a picture of a black hole if you can't see a black hole? It's a good question, and hopefully we're going to answer that soon. But for now, it's time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
Scientists get first ever picture of black hole. Astronomers have taken the first image of a black hole, a region of space that even light cannot escape. More than 200 scientists took part in the Event Horizon Telescope project, which used 8 telescopes around the world to collect data over the course of several days in 2017. A supercomputer then processed the data and created the picture that was made public last April.
大家好，第一部分我们看到的单字 astronomer 这个字是名词，指天文学家。例如 The astronomer spent his nights looking into the sky and studying the stars. 那位天文学家夜夜都在眺望天空，研究星辰。另外，补充相关的单字 astronomical 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 这个字为形容词，指天文的。我们可以说 The observatory made several important astronomical observations. 那个天文台完成了好几个重要的天文观测。接下来我们看到一个片语 take part in 表示参加、参与。举例来说 The child was too shy to take part in any of the classroom games. 那名孩童太害羞，以至于不敢参加任何课堂游戏。这边补充2个同义的片语。首先是 participate in， 我们可以说 Tony participated in many club activities to spice up his college life. Tony 参加了许多社团活动来让大学生活增添乐趣。另外是 join in， 通常用在加入某个群体，而非某一个活动。我们可以说We should ask Jenny if she will join us for dinner tonight. 我们应该问问 Jenny 她今晚是否会跟我们共进晚餐。接着我们看到单字 telescope， 这个字是名词，指望远镜。像是 Tina saw the shooting star through her telescope. Tina 从她的望远镜中看到流星。
Okay, so we've got the title for today's article. Scientists around the world have gotten their first ever picture of a black hole using special techniques there that took quite some time. It's quite an achievement in astronomy. So here, astronomers have taken the first image of a black hole, a region of space that even light cannot escape. So yes, of course, if you talk about pictures, we use the verb to take a picture. So they've taken the first image or taken the first photograph of a black hole. So image here just means something that you can see. Yes, it could be a photograph, it could be a drawing. Anything that you can see with your eyes is an image, especially especially if it resembles something.
Yes, a black hole is a region of space that even light cannot escape, i.e., if some light goes into a black hole, it's not getting out. Yes, if you escape, you get away from something. Like a prisoner might escape from jail. That means they get out and they flee. But here we're talking about how something can't get away from another thing. If light goes into a black hole, it is going to be trapped there. It will not be able to escape. Now, I keep also saying that scientists have done this. Well, specifically, astronomers are the ones who have done this. They've taken the first image of a black hole. Yes, an astronomer is someone who investigates deep space and the night sky. An astronomer might use a telescope to look at galaxies and stars and things out there in space.
That's exactly right. So more than 200 scientists took part in the Event Horizon Telescope project, which used 8 telescopes around the world to collect data over the course of several days a couple of years ago in 2017. So we've got lots of scientists here, of course, astronomers and physicists are kinds of scientists. So they participated, they took part in this project, which was called the Event Horizon Telescope Project. I did want to mention that the word telescope refers to an instrument used to see things that are far away. It's usually a long tube. Oftentimes it's a long white tube. If you're an amateur astronomer, you'll probably have a telescope that you can take on top of the mountain or something and look at galaxies or look at the rings of Saturn or something like that. And a telescope is different from binoculars, which are things you use to look at birds or something. There's one for each eye. There are 2 tubes that you use, but a telescope is just one long tube.
As far as this project is concerned, it's called the Event Horizon Telescope Project. Now here, very specifically, the event horizon of a black hole, this word, or this phrase I should say, event horizon only refers to black holes, okay? The event horizon is that point in space around a black hole where you can go no further before you are trapped in that black hole forever. Remember, the gravity around a black hole is extremely strong, so you will reach a point in space where you cannot escape that gravitational pull anymore. That point in space, like that sphere around the black hole, is called the event horizon of that black hole. Anyways, yes, more than 200 scientists participated in this project, which used 8 telescopes around the world to collect data over the course of several days in 2017. Now, a supercomputer then processed the data and created the picture that was made public last April. How cool. By the way, Roger before was talking about telescopes. These astronomers, they used 8 telescopes. And you might be thinking, really? Only 8 telescopes? Really? Well, they were using gigantic and super powerful telescopes all over the world. They might have been using the 8 most powerful telescopes on the planet. So they were going to gather plenty of really compelling data with only these 8 telescopes, because these are super telescopes. So they've got super telescopes, but also supercomputers. It says that supercomputers processed the data that they had gathered.
Processed, right? That's a verb here. It just means to handle, to take that information and try to interpret it and use it for specific things. So they processed this information, they processed this data in order to produce this image of the black hole that we all saw published online there. And it only looked slightly similar to the image they produced of the black hole in that movie Interstellar. They looked kind of similar, but still very different. Okay, that brings us to the end of the first part of our lesson for today. Let's move on now to the next part.
Albert Einstein predicted the existence of black holes a century ago. Since then, scientists have found signs that they do exist, but this is the first time we've seen one. We have seen what we thought was unseeable, one of the scientists said.
第二部分我们看到动词 predict 有预言、预测的意思。例如 The weatherman predicted a storm for this afternoon, but the skies are clear. 天气预报员预测今天下午会有暴风雨，但天空很晴朗。另外，在 predict 的字尾加上 able 可以成为它的形容词 predictable， 指可预期的。我们可以说 We were very upset that the film had a predictable ending. 我们对这部电影的老套结局感到失望。接下来我们看到一个单字 existence， 这个字是名词，指存在。举例来说 The existence of life on other planets has yet to be proven. 其他星球上是否有生命存在还有待证明。另外补充一个相关片语come into existence 代表开始出现、形成。我们可以说 Jeans came into existence around the mid-19th century. 牛仔裤大约在19世纪中叶开始出现。
Okay, folks, we're talking about black holes today. And yes, we couldn't talk about black holes without talking about the father of modern physics, Albert Einstein. Yes, Albert Einstein predicted the existence of black holes a century ago. He was very smart. He was a smart guy. He knew that black holes existed 100 years before we had photographic evidence of their existence. How cool is that? Now, it says here that he predicted the existence of black holes. What does it mean to predict something? If you predict something, you tell the future, okay? So Albert Einstein, like I said before, knew that these things were going to exist before photographic evidence of them existed. In that way, he kind of foretold the future or predicted the future. He predicted the existence of black holes. He knew that they were going to exist, that they would exist in reality.
Right, so of course, oftentimes we talk to experts, stockbrokers, and people like that who can predict the stock market. Of course, nobody really knows what's going to happen, but we all try to predict it in order to know where to invest and how to make a fortune. But here, Albert Einstein, the guy who stuck his tongue out, he predicted the existence of black holes about 100 years ago, that black holes do exist. And yes, indeed, it's all in theory. Nobody's really seen one up until now. And since then, scientists have found signs that they do exist, but this is the first time we've seen one. So they take measurements and things like that. They measure cosmic radiation or whatever, and they can kind of prove that black holes exist. But hey, if you don't have a picture, nobody's going to really believe that they really truly exist. And now that we have a picture, most people are now going to be convinced that it's true. Albert Einstein was right.
There you go. Let's talk about one of these scientists that took part in the Event Horizon Telescope project. They said, "We have seen what we thought was unseeable," one of the scientists said. And like I said before, yes, a black hole should not be seeable. It should be invisible in the sense that it does not emit or allow photons to reflect off of it. And if we don't have photons coming from it, we can't see it. That's the way that sight works. But if light can't escape a black hole, how can we ever see the thing? So here, yes, these scientists are really psyched. Okay, they're really happy about what they've been able to do because they've been able to see what they thought was unseeable. How about that? All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take another break, but don't go away. When we come back, we'll finish up our article on black holes.
The giant black hole in the image is 6.5 billion times the mass of our sun. It's located in a galaxy called M87, which is about 55 million light-years from Earth. Taking an image at that distance is not easy. Scientists compared it to being in New York and trying to take a close-up photo of a golf ball in Los Angeles. The team is now working on getting an image of the black hole at the center of our galaxy, the Milky Way.
第三部分，我们看到一个名词 galaxy， 指星系。像是 Many people hope that scientists can discover life in another galaxy. 很多人希望科学家能在另外一个银河系发现生命。最后，我们看到单字 light year， 这个字是名词，用来指光年，可用 light years away 来比喻相当遥远。例如 Human colonies on other planets might not necessarily be light years away. 人类到其他星球上殖民，或许不见得是遥不可及的。
Okay, let's talk about the final part of today's lesson. We're talking about that giant black hole that we've now got a picture of. Well, the giant black hole in the image that we have now, that was published back in April, is 6.5 billion times the mass of our sun. Now, remember, there are various ways to measure things. Mass here just talks about how much stuff is actually there. I think it's 质量 in Chinese. You could also measure things in terms of their size, of their weight, etc., their area. But in this particular case, we're talking about mass, which to me is similar to the weight of something. But in this particular case, again, it just refers to how much stuff is actually there.
This giant black hole is gigantic. Like I said before, really big stars or areas of the universe where there's a huge amount of mass, that's where you're going to be able to find black holes or where black holes are going to come from. And here, this is definitely a huge black hole. How heavy is it? It's 6.5 billion times the mass of our sun. Yeah, our sun, by the way, is quite big. It's much bigger than Earth or any of the planets in the solar system. But really, it's kind of just a normally sized star. In fact, the sun is not big enough to ever collapse and form into a black hole. It's just not big enough. So here we've got a big object, the sun. Multiply that by 6.5 billion and you have the mass of this black hole. It really is a gigantic black hole. Now, more on this black hole. It's located in a galaxy called M87, which is about 55 million light years from Earth. By the way, a light year, okay, is a measure of distance, okay? A light year is the distance that light travels in a year, which is an unimaginably long distance. And apparently this particular galaxy is 55 million light years away from us, i.e., it is really, really far away. Speaking of galaxies, galaxies are really large collections of stars, like millions and billions of stars found in one area.
Like we live in the Milky Way galaxy, there's the Andromeda galaxy out there, there's the Pinwheel galaxy, there's the Large Magellanic Cloud. Those are all different kinds of galaxies. And taking an image at that distance is not easy. Yes, that's very, very far away. How could they take a picture of something so far away? Scientists compared it to being in New York and trying to take a close-up photo of a golf ball in Los Angeles. So we all know how big a golf ball is. It's about the size of a lychee, maybe. And so if you have a lychee or a golf ball in Los Angeles and you're in New York and you try to take a picture of it, my goodness, you're going to need a huge telescope.
There you go. That's not an easy thing to do, to get a close-up photo or photograph of a golf ball in Los Angeles when you are across the United States there in New York City. How about that? Now, this team, okay, the team connected to the Event Horizon Telescope project, what are they going to do next? Well, the team is now working on getting an image of the black hole at the center of our galaxy, the Milky Way. So, folks, I hope they succeed. I would love to see this picture, the picture of the black hole in the center of our galaxy. All right, folks, with that, we are done for now, but don't worry, don't fret. The Chinese teacher is on the way.
Hello, 各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。课文提到拍摄黑洞的计划叫做 Event Horizon Telescope Project， 事件世界望远镜计划。好，这边用到一个单字叫 telescope， 它是指望远镜。那我们来学习相关的字首。它的字首 T-E-L-E 表示远方的、远的、距离遥远的。好，那么很多通讯相关的单字都跟 T-E-L-E 这个字首有关。以 telescope 来说呢，它的字首 T-E-L-E 表示远方，那么 scope S-C-O-P-E 它当单字可以指范围、领域，不过呢，它用来当字尾的时候表示观测仪器，用来观测远方的仪器，那就是望远镜咯。好，那顺便补充几个有相同字首的单字。第一个叫做 telegram， telegram。好，它的字首 tele 表示远方。gram 这部分 gram 表示书写，那么合在一起 telegram 就表示电报，我们想要写东西传讯息到远方嘛。好，那么 telegram 当动词就表示电报发送。第二个单字是 telemeter telemeter。好，它的字首 tele 我们说表示远，那么 meter 是公尺嘛，不过它当字尾表示仪器或是计量器。好，那我们在计算距离有多远的仪器，应该就可以猜到说 telemeter 它表示测距仪，测量距离的仪器。好，再来补充第三个单字是 teleconference teleconference。好，它的字首 tele 表示距离遥远或是在远方，那么 conference 这个部分表示会议或是讨论会，合在一起 teleconference 就表示远距会议。好，课文第二部分提到爱因斯坦在1个世纪前就预测了黑洞的存在，那这边用到一个单字叫做 predict， 我们来学习它的字首字根。好， DIC 或者是 DICT 这些字根它表示说话讲述。我们在 predict 这个字当中看到它有 PRE 这个字首，它表示之前、事先或是在什么什么之前。那么 dict 表示说话，在事情发生之前你就可以把它说出来，那我们也许就可以联想到 predict 它有预言或是预测的意思。好，那顺便补充有这一类字根的单字。第一个是 dictate DICTATE。 好，它的字首 DICT 表示说话，那么 ATE 它是动词字尾，把它合在一起 dictate 它就有命令、规定或者是口述使什么什么来听写的意思。那如果去掉字尾 e 再加上 OR 变成 dictator， dictator 表示独裁者，同学们就可以联想啦，独裁者是不是就只有那个人说的算，所以我们就可以想到说 dictator 它表示独裁者咯。好，那如果在 dictator 后面加上字尾 SHIP， 它表示性质或者是状态，合在一起 dictatorship 这个名词就表示独裁、专政或者是独裁政府。好，再补充一个单字叫做 verdict VERDICT， 它的字首 VER 表示真实， DICT 这部分表示说话，那么合在一起说的话是真实的，是有公信力的，那么合在一起这个 verdict 它通常就是用来表达陪审团的裁决或是裁定。好，以上是今天的重点整理，我们来回顾今天的单字吧。
Astronomer. Ancient Greek astronomers realized that our planet is round over 2,000 years ago. Image. Police used security camera images to determine the thief's appearance. Escape. When you tie the balloon, be careful not to let the air escape. Telescope. The Hubble Space Telescope takes clearer images than those on the surface of Earth can. Process. When we learn, our brains process information and store the important pieces in our memories. Predict. Experts predicted that the world economy would grow at 3.5% in 2019. Existence. I used to believe in the existence of ghosts when I was a child, but I don't anymore.
Discussion Starter starts now!
Here's our discussion starter for today. The question is, do you think this achievement is important? Why or why not?
Are you kidding? I think that this is an amazing achievement because, like the scientist in our article said, they were able to see what they thought was unseeable. Okay, everyone thought that seeing a black hole, taking a picture of a black hole, they thought that this was going to be impossible, but somehow these scientists were able to do it. So for that reason, this is an amazing achievement.
Well, whoopee. I don't think this is as important as they think it is, because black holes are millions of light years away. We're never going to get close to one. They're never really going to have any effect on our immediate lives. I think we've got more pressing concerns here, like global warming.
Okay, everyone. With that, today's article is now complete. But, as always, we sure hope that you guys have enjoyed reading along with us. Anyways, I'm Jeff.
I am Roger.
See you next time.